Hello, everyone. Hello.
I'm waving.
I'm aware. You guys can't see the screen. I've put a picture of Phil upon where he's meant to be. I suppose you'll see it afterwards. But yeah, I put a picture of Phil there.
Oh, it's not that one, is it?
It's A1.
Sombrero.
No, it's not. But oh god, next time it's gonna be sombrero. It is gonna be sombrero next time. It's a
nudity in it.
Unfortunately not. You see a bit of neck, because it's a picture from a recent night out in Carnarvon. So he's got like the thing going. It's a later photo when he started unbuttoning top buttons.
I started that. Let me just click play.
No, you did not. I saw you.
The deep V gets deeper. What's the glitter level on that photo?
There's glitter. There's an element of glitter. It's really like disturbing because I'm in the background of it. I'm acutely aware of that now. And then we've got half of Jim, just literally like half of Jim cut down the middle. It's pretty good. But yeah, we're back. We're finally back.
It's not been that long, is it? When was the last one?
It's not been that big a sky.
A while. It could take me a good. It took me longer than I wanted to take.
I don't think it's necessarily your fault.
It's been a little while. So yeah, 13th September, apparently.
Oh, very well. Okay.
Oh, actually, we need to fucking date.
They don't know.
The average. It's been some time.
But yeah, I think it's not necessarily your fault that it's been that long because we just had like engagements on the weekend. Case in point, wait, that picture there. We went out that weekend, I think. So I think the weekend that you were due to do it, we were not at home.
I like this story. How did you find it? It was a good night, yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was glitter.
A lot of glitter.
How was writing it, Adam? It's been one of those where right? Sorry. No, you don't. Sorry, like it wasn't even it. That's not that at all. Not that at all. Like I kind of had an idea straight away that I could kind of play with and not kind of get out with it, but like I had an idea to sort of work with what you'd given me like quite well, but then just the writing process took fucking ages. Like, and I think you can tell when you read it as well. It's clearly been written in very small sections over a long period of time. Like to me now, when I read it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was that night 2 weeks ago. And then there's that one, it was 3 weeks ago. And then there's that little 2-page that I wrote in one afternoon. So yeah, to me, it feels very kind of piecemeal. But
do you know what though?
I feel like there's a pattern. I always find that when one of us is always like, oh, it's not really going to be good, it ends up being real good.
Absolutely.
Almost as a rule.
Just have to get it out of our system, right? Like you just get it out of the system. You say this is so shit, and then you're like, okay, good, I've said it now.
I feel like this is a conversation after the scripts.
True.
Oh no, see, great it was. There's going to be an exception to every rule. I think there were some funny bits. There were some bits that I enjoy, and there's some wacky ideas, but it's not my finest work. This is the place that wacky ideas.
Yeah, I don't think, but suddenly, I think the mistake you make, the worst like episodes of But Suddenly is when you're trying to make your best work. I think, like, because if I've got like this high concept idea that I'm like really wanting to sort of like land very, very well, that's the worst episode ever. But then if you're just like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna fucking have like Arduous and Skimp talk for a long while, they ended up being amazing. So it is. I think it's like a weird microcosm, But Suddenly.
So my issue is I'm just too damn earnest in my attempts to write scripts. So it's
yeah, I said this exact thing to Luke. I told Luke, don't even like have a high concept. at all. Just go in like getting from A to B and throw in as much gags as possible, because they're the episodes that end up being like remembered the most, I think. So yeah. Should we get into it?
Let's do it. Get ready.
Just leap right into it. All right, okay, let's go. Luke, do you want to give me a sound? We're into Luke's theme era, where he does boops and bops now. He's gone away from like yeah. It was at the random exclamation era, and now it's like bebop.
Cool.
Steady.
Right. Are we ready to rock straight in?
Yeah, let's just go straight into it. Absolutely.
Okay, previously on But Suddenly, the intercom rings loudly with feedback.
Testing.
Yola, you're okay.
Phil, I'm really glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
I've got Bird on the other line. He's got access to cameras. This wasn't working for a minute, then he saw you on the monitor. I thought I'd lose you.
I'm smiling weakly. I know you can't see it, but I'm smiling weakly for you.
Look, look, I'm sorry for how I treated you. You're not just a delicious platter of tantalizing raw meat. You're my bubby, and I'm sorry. I treated you poorly.
Unbeknownst to Yola, he has pressed the intercom that can be heard by all.
I treated you all poorly. I just hope we can get out of Luke's fantasy, whatever this is.
I know, right? Is he trying to pitch a script?
Just so happy we could all be friends again. Into interior, life support, starship in discernible time. Adam has had enough. He gathers himself together, stands up and awkwardly climbs on top of the full set of horizontal levers. They cry and ache under the simultaneous pressure and begin to groan and bulk. Then in an instant, the other 3 horizontal levers give way and all crack into the down position. Gas erupts in every one of the rooms. Suddenly. Well, suddenly, episode 38, Lights Out, by Adam Bunn.
I'm nervous.
Interior, shady bar, night, 3 months earlier. A mysterious figure sits alone in a shadowy booth at the back of a dark bar. Smoke lingers in the air mysteriously, especially considering the smoky ban of 2006. It's the kind of place people go to forget their problems, or find new ones. Luke enters the bar, looking around skittishly before spotting the booth. He takes the seat opposite as the figure slides a cider across the table. Luke downs half the pint and then wipes a drip from his beard.
Thanks. How are you?
The figure opposite says nothing.
Are you keeping okay?
Again, the figure doesn't respond.
Alright, whatever. Look, I'm not sure about all this anymore. Shit's getting real and it's all feeling like too much.
He looks around nervously before reaching again for the pint. His companion reaches a hand out and grips the glass, stopping Luke from lifting it.
Come on, please. Can we think of something else?
Once more, the figure is silent as they maintain a grip on the pint glass. It shakes as the pair grip it between them. Some might call it a metaphor.
I had this other idea, right? Listeners, you are going to love it. I think it'll work. All we have to do is write a letter. Yeah? We make it anonymous, obviously. But we'll write a little letter. Letter to...
The figure relinquishes their grip on the glass. The cider spills everywhere. The figure stands and begins to leave the booth. Luke, visibly backing down, gestures for them to stop.
Okay. You win.
The figure sits down again. From inside their overcoat, they pull an A4 size manila envelope. They hold it over the soaking table. Luke, sighing, takes it. Cut 2. Interior life support, starship in discernible time. Adam grimaces as he looks down at the 4 levers, all now in the down position. That can't be good. A gaseous substance begins seeping into his room from a vent in the wall. Guys?
Adam, it's good to hear your dulcet tones.
Adam looks at the gaseous substance now filtering into his own room. Yep. Look, I've got to interrupt this love fest with some potentially bad news. There's no bad news as long as we're together. Is that you? Love you. Yeah, but I love you too. That was sorry.
I got you.
Sorry. Yeah. Iolo, it's birds. I can hear birds.
I know. How good is this? The whole gang back together.
Yep. Yeah, we've established we can all hear each other. We can get past that because...
God, it's so good to have all my boys back together.
Guys, look around your rooms. There's a momentary silence.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Classic Bunn.
It's usually be the the screech of feedback fills the air from the 100% definitely previously established separate speaker. Luke's voice.
Science officer, but this is what we agreed. We're going off script to it. Remember what I said. Stick to the script.
All will suffer. It seems a bit late for that now, doesn't it? We'll be ad-libbing from here on in. Adam grabs a hitherto unseen discarded metal pipe from the floor and raises it above his head.
Adam, no. Stop. Don't ruin anything.
Adam hurls the pipe at the already established separate speaker box, shattering it. It crackles and somehow causes a chain reaction, disabling it in all of the rooms. The Star Trek TNG theme sadly stops. We hear the remnants of Luke's anguish as the speaker dies, punctuated with static.
Oh, if the plan, Adam, just kill you all.
Boring conversation anyway. The other canonically separate intercom speaker crackles to life.
What do you do?
Yeah, how are we supposed to get out of this now?
We don't need him. We can sort this all out ourselves.
Because I talked with Round, I know it. A couple of Star Wars references, so we'd have out of it in a shot.
Exactly. Or I could have just gone deep into some fantasy lore.
If anyone was going to be going deep, it was me. But maybe Adam's right. Maybe he was too far gone.
Talk gags. Yeah. Interior, shady bar. Back to 3 months earlier, Luke and the shadowed figure are still in the booth. Luke has taken the papers from the envelope and flips through them.
So, it's a sci-fi.
The figure says nothing.
Don't you think that's a little on the nose?
Darkened figure's head shakes.
Because Luke always does sci-fi, right? It's such a bullshit reputation. What about my ventures into comedy with Jurassic Park? And searing family drama in E.T. Phone Home Alone. Versatile, babe.
The figure remains, you guessed it, silent.
And then, what about the gritty serial workplace drama I wrote? Sure, the workplace happened to be the spaceship, but it wasn't the point. It was about people, about relationships.
The figure, we can only assume, stares blankly.
And let's not forget my dogs into the noble world of musical. Red Planet Blues was short-lived for off-Broadway. Least we forget, just sci-fi.
The figure slides another pint of dark fruit across the tube. Cut 2, interior room 3, continuous. Back in the present, the frantic conversation continues. Birch stares at the CCTV monitors in his room as the gas continues to seep in.
No, I'm telling you, I can't see anything useful. It's just us in the rooms, no windows, no signs of the outside whatsoever.
There must be something.
Well, there's one thing.
What? What is it?
These monitors are rubbish. I mean, 1990s CRT level rubbish. Like the retroistic past has passively tangoed to the malcontent present. Sits drearily waiting to screen our future demise.
Fuck's sake.
I'm an observational truth teller. It's what I am. I can't turn it off. Bring the hidden and subverse to the surface, no matter how uncomfortable it makes the mainstream. Move on.
Bird sits down in the corner of his room looking defeated.
Okay, maybe I haven't exactly been beyond the bleeding edge as of late. Maybe I've lost my edge.
There's no reply from the gate.
Thanks for that, boys. Encouraging as ever.
Oh no, don't say that. You've still got it. Haven't you, fellas?
Oh,
They'll go in.
yeah.
You see?
Thanks.
Cut 2, room 2 continues. Phil lies exhausted on the floor, tattered shirt exposed his granite-like chest. The gas is clearly affecting him more quickly than the others. I think this might be the end, guys.
Stop that, Phil. Save that glorious strength. I won't hear that kind of talk trickle from your delicious mouth.
There's an audible retching through the speakers, but we can't be sure.
What was the point of it all, though? They just wanted to tell stories. That's all we ever wanted, wasn't it? To have a laugh and hopefully bring some fun into this dreary world. How did it come to this?
We did tell stories, Bubby. And what stories they were. Do you remember?
Dream fade to interior New York apartment day. A familiar and friendly group are casually hanging out in an oversized and underpriced New York apartment, circa 1996. A guitar twangs and a rebellious-looking girl is mid-hilarious anecdote.
So we finished dinner. He's wanting to make out, but he's got the biggest piece of food stuck in his teeth.
Canned laughter erupts. Ted, who is white here for some reason, chimes in.
How does the ghost even get food stuck in their teeth? They can't eat.
More canned laughter.
Carry on with that taste.
Forget about the main course. What happened next?
Yeah, we're more interested in dessert, if you know what I mean.
The crowd whoop.
Could I be any more uncomfortable?
Explodes with laughter. Come back to interior room 1 activities. Yola smiles fondly as he remembers the scene.
Man, what a hit. So successful, especially considering how it was started. Come to think of it, I can barely remember how I even came up with those characters now.
You didn't.
I'm sorry?
You didn't come up with them. They were my characters.
Yours, mine, what the difference, eh? The fact is, we made them special and lucrative. And isn't that the most important thing?
There's a pause. Phil's voice eventually breaks the silence.
What are we going to do, guys?
I have no idea.
Not looking good for us, though, is it?
God, what's happened to my boys? Also a defeatist. I'd never have built my vast empire with this kind of attitude.
Yola glances at the timer in the corner of his room. He reads 8 minutes. He suddenly looks panicked. Cut to Shady Bar night. Jumping back, Luke and the mysterious figure are still in the booth. I say in the booth. Luke stands on the seat, t-shirt pulled tight around his torso. He pouts his lips and points his finger wildly around the room. The Rolling Stones blast out the jukebox.
Don't know the song. Never stop.
Even though we can't see the face of the mysterious character, they remain silent. Their general demeanour screams, "Kill me now." Luke slumps down into the seat, knocking over one of several empty pint glasses now on the table.
Boy, loves that point.
The figure's head shakes.
So, this grandfather is good work, isn't it? A little scary wear for the boys is. Hey, diddly hey, we all friends again. Yeah,
No response.
I have to admit, I wasn't convinced at first, but you made some excellent points and really taught me around. And it's all for the best, isn't it? It was for all of us, the whole gang, split spot, we're all back at the top.
Luke raises a pint and toast. The figure raises an imaginary glass of their own.
So us, I know all we've been through, and making amends. Now, I might want to make some fancy adjustments to the script, you know, make it my own. I have some wonderful ideas.
The figure stares at him.
It's all right, of course.
It's a really good drug voice.
It's looking beautiful.
Interior room 1, indiscernible time. Yola paces the room as far as his restraints will allow, checking and double-checking every facet of the floor, walls, and ceiling. He has knocked over any remnants of the flimsy Star Trek-esque set, revealing the bare concrete of his cell. We hear a crashing sound through the intercom speaker.
That's it. That's the last of it. Nothing behind but bare wall. There's nothing.
Damn it! Adam, what about you?
It's no use, Yola. I think it's time to face facts. Yola slumps down to the floor, defeated. The timer ticks past 3:30.
We had a good run, boys.
Just didn't think we'd go out like this.
I can't believe it. After all I've achieved, all I've built, the joy I've brought to untold millions. This is how the great Iolo Roberts goes out. There's still so much to do. The world still needs me. If only I hadn't wasted so much time on sex and drugs and sausage rolls. I meant what I meant, Philip. Rages.
Yola stares off into the middle distance. Dream cut to interior showbiz party night. Yola sits on an oversized beanbag in the middle of a bustling party. He's wearing nothing but a pair of leopard print speedos and some kimono. He's holding a large silver platter of ice and sausage rolls. Various showbiz types walk by. Yola tries and fails to get their attention.
Hey, how's it going? Roll? Roll, anyone? Arnie, baby, grab a bean. Roll? No? Okay, let's jive later. Combo, dench, rolls? Yeah, right, no worries. Washed up. Dwayne, my man, bean, roll? I smell what you're cooking. It smells overexposed, mate. Margot, hi, looking PH Foxy. PH Foxy? How's it going down under, if you catch my meat? Oh, you know what? Keep walking, I don't care. I fucking hate Australians and anything to do with this stupid fucking country. Especially marsupials, fucking bricks.
Back to this. Well done, young.
It was absolute rages.
I mean, sounds kind of depressing. Must have been difficult.
Au contraire, Monsieur Bunn. It was actually the most constant rejection by mainstream of the time that allowed octupii-studii to flourish. The world was bored of endless remakes, superhero movies, and Dwayne the Cock Johnson. It was ripe and ready for my kind of B-movie magic.
And look where it's got you.
All right, Mr. Snarky Pants.
This isn't helping anything. These are our last minutes together. We shouldn't spend them bickering or holding grudges.
Mr. Muscle's right. We're thinking of happier times. You know, before Yola screwed us all over and got us locked in Luke's death trap.
Hey, I said I was sorry, didn't I? Just think of the story this is going to make when...
Trails off.
Well, it would have made for a great movie.
It really would. What would we have called it?
Ah, yes. The all-important title pun. The staple of the Octopi brand.
I mean, we're not really going to waste our time doing...
Incognito?
The right stuff?
Endemonium?
We are. Okay, brilliant.
Oh, man.
Cheer up.
We're about to die.
I think it's time to just have a bit of fun, isn't it? And that's coming from me. Just enjoy the moment. You may as well.
Exactly. What could be more us than laughing in the face of death with a series of middling puns?
That's my boys.
Just thought we could do something a bit more meaningful. I thought some of us might have more to say in these final moments.
Like what?
Like a real apology, an acknowledgement of what we've been through, of what's happened to us. Burgess a failed comic in a crappy nightclub. Phil, you had to open a bakery for Christ's sake. I'm a game show host. It's not even a good game show. It makes no sense. Yola is clearly offended.
I don't much care for your tone, Bun Cakes. It almost sounds like you're blaming me. Did you not hear my emotional gut punch speech earlier? I've covered all that unpleasantness already. Look, I know we're all upset about dying and that, but you could just say thanks, Yola, and we'll have a lovely old time.
Say what now?
Thanks, you know, for everything I've done for you all. It was my pleasure. Obviously, it's still nice to hear, isn't it?
There's no reply from them. Yola looks smug.
No? Must be a bad line.
Might have been a bit much, pal. You don't know how much he actually hates doing the game show.
It really is rubbish.
Good too. Interior set of love, love and more love at discernible time. Bright lights and empty set down in red velvet curtains set the scene of love, love and more love. A live studio audience applaud rapturously. Adam leaps out in front of the camera wearing a red velvet smoking jacket. Hello and welcome to another episode of Love, Love and...
More love!
Yes! It's the time where one desperate single hopes to find love with one of our mystery dates based on as little information as possible. Let's get matchmaking. Our first guest is Sarah. Welcome, Sarah. Do you want to tell us a bit about yourself?
No.
Here your mystery dates. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello.
That should be... Hey. Luke, I'm sorry.
Should be weird, Becky.
Thank you, mystery dates. Now, Sarah, the decision is yours.
I'll go with date number 3, please.
Great. How about that, date number 3?
That sounds wonderful.
And that's all the time we've got for this week. Tune in next time for the next edition of Love, Love and...
More love!
The crowd cheer as the smoky music plays and the stage lights die. 2, interior, room 1, lays... Bill is now flat on his back, barely visible through the gas in the room.
Something beginning with G.
You can't pick the same thing again. Honestly, it's like you're not even trying.
How long's left now?
30 seconds.
Fuck.
I know, and he can't even be bothered to come up with a new one. Lazy.
Trying hard to freeze.
Splendid. Tickled him. Both the line and the delivery were.
The delivery was amazing.
Shut up. That's not exactly what I. Never mind. This is it, I guess. It's been a ride.
It certainly has. Well, I suppose there's nothing left to say other than ciao for now, boyos, and diolch.
But suddenly, there's a clanking sound as the door to Guller's room swings open. A mysterious figure looms through the thick grass and smashes Iolo over the back of the head, knocking him to the ground. Fade to black. Fade in, room 2, later. Guller's eyes open. He groggily looks around, realising he is now strapped to a chair, bound and gagged with duct tape over his mouth. Phil and Burge are in the same predicament either side is of them already awake.
You're so insane. You think what was done for?
Wait,
I don't know.
Phil gestures to the corner of the room with his eyes. Adam is slumped motionless behind the door, head hanging forward with blood dripping from his thick, lustrous locks. Iolo stares for a moment before performing some incredibly dexterous moves with his tongue and lips to loosen the tape over his mouth. Phil and Burge follow his lead because, frankly, he's getting tired.
Is he?
Dunno. He hasn't moved since we've been awake.
Iolo wrestles against his restraints. They're tight and don't budge.
It's no use. We're stuck.
Then what was the point of all those push-ups, Phil? This doesn't make any sense. What's Luke playing at?
Maybe the gas thing was all just a gag.
Some guy nearly died. Then why stop it? Move you both here and tie us up again. And maybe it was meant to soften us up, or something else.
Nothing softens me up. Luke knows that. No, Phil's right. He must be up to something else.
Quick side. Why are you so freaked back there, Phil? Didn't seem to affect us too much.
I don't know.
How many times have we told you, Phil? You need light to moderate cardio to back up the beef.
Now, really?
He's probably right. Let's put a pin in that for now.
So, Luke has us here for some kind of second round. This is nuts.
I mean, you did completely screw him over, Yola. He's got motive, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, this is properly mental.
All it takes is one bad day, and you gave Luke a lot of bad days. It's not surprising he flipped, really.
Yeah, and it's impressive it didn't happen sooner.
All right, I get it. I was a shitty boss. Can we move on and think of a way to get out of here, please?
We're open to suggestions.
Guller pauses for a moment, deep in thought. He suddenly looks inspired.
Help, please, someone!
Brilliant.
Oh, cool your quadriceps, Philip. You don't know where we are, or who could be close by and able to help. Someone might hear.
Outside of the room, there's a distinct sound of a metal door opening. Gil couldn't look more smug.
Oh, fuck off.
There's some footsteps echo into the room.
Quick thought. What if this isn't help?
Shit. Yola, what have you done?
The footsteps grow louder, bounding against the concrete floors beyond the cell door.
Oh, calm down, boy. It's always so negative. How little faith? What's the worst that could happen?
Burge gestures around them.
That's the worst that could happen.
Footsteps are close now, just outside the door.
Yep. What are the actual chances of there being someone here to help?
Can really only be.
The door swings open and a familiar, bedraggled figure emerges in.
Some bitches!
Luke looks crazed, with fire in his wild eyes and the general demeanour of a man on the edge.
Stop. Someone again. After all the effort we put in, what's the planning? Full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon. Round the clock, tick tock, tick tock. Every last itsy bitsy detail. Ribbon? Track. No wars. You Martin. Make it so. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full. Not here, though. Oh. Wasn't supposed to be this way. He promised. He promised.
Iolo, Burge and Phil look terrified.
Dude promised.
Luke's rambling ceased and he becomes still.
Please, officer. But where's Adam?
In an instant, Adam rises from the floor behind Luke. Adam leaps on Luke's back, wrestling him. The pair struggle and crash around the room, Luke desperately trying to escape. They crash into a large pipe running the perimeter of the room. Water begins gushing out, soaking them. In the melee, Luke slips on the wet floor and lands flat on his back, head hitting the concrete sickeningly. His eyes roll about, struggling to focus and on the verge of unconsciousness. Adam straightens himself up with the groan of a late-30s man who's been sat on the floor for some time. He takes a pair of handcuffs from his pocket and chains one of Luke's hands to Phil's chair. Now, isn't that better? The whole gang's back together again. We can finally finish the script the way it was written. Cut to interior room 2 moments later. The gang remain tied. Luke is now sitting up and still cuffed to Phil's chair. Water pours in from the broken pipe and splashes around their ankles. Adam paces back and forth in front of them. The plan. This was always the plan. My plan. I just didn't think it would actually get this far.
Hey, Officer Bunn. Oh wait, I've lost my head. This isn't my shit. Get off my pitch. Do you access?
Is Luke absolutely off the deep end?
Yep. Just checking.
Oh, my sweet summer child. I've played your part well, as I knew you would. Adam pats Luke on.
Adam, what the shit? What's the meaning of all this? I demand that you tell me, sir.
The days of you demanding anything are over, I'm afraid. Long gone.
So, seems like you guys have got some stuff to work through. I think I'll just be, heading off.
Yeah, time to hit the old dusty trails.
Sorry, chaps, we're all in this together now. You both had your chance.
Chance to what?
Exactly, what's your beef, Bunn?
Still the naive.
What should I follow?
He's talking about you being a general bastard, probably.
Obviously.
Scandalous! I have been nothing but a gentleman. If I ever pushed it, was only to help you achieve greatness.
Come off it, Iolo.
I don't think he can, Phil. His megalomania knows no bounds.
Yeah, his megalomania.
Fair comment, fellow Adam. And I'm not going to argue. You know why? Because I actually care about your guys and your opinions.
Huh? Where's the logic in that?
Logic? Oh, where we're going, we don't need logic.
Wait! Stop! Back to the future.
Look what you've done to Luke!
Oh, come now. We all know that Luke has always been different. Thanks to you and your ego, he was driven to the absolute edge. All I did was give him a little push.
So this is all to get back at me? A classic revenge plot? How original. And another thing, if this was all you, why did you gas your own room?
The classics are the classics for a reason. And it was essential oils, lavender to be precise, and I waxed as shit right now.
Just to roll this around again, why are we here? What's this got to do with us?
Yeah, we all suffered. Octupii-studii took no prisoners. Yep. So, why punish us for what Iolo did to us all? We're all victims here.
Come on, mate. This isn't right. Iolo treated us all like shit, sure. This isn't you.
I'm afraid it is, Phil. This is all that's left.
Come on, mate. Love, and more love wasn't that bad.
Do you know how many scripts I pitched? How many ideas I'd stolen, rewritten, or worst of all, ignored completely? All to feed the beast. He chewed us up and he spat us out.
This is bullshit. I never spit. And besides, have you ever considered that maybe your ideas just weren't that good? The people wanted time travel, Adams.
No, mate.
Yes, the people wanted time travel. Big, twisted, nonsensical journeys through time and meta-universes. I gave them what they wanted. Me! Not your whimsical realism and pithy attempts at emotional connection. Not Burgess' foreign language snooze-a-thons. And not Phil's homoerotic bakery romance pieces, which I admit was a shame. People want random shit that they hadn't even thought of before I blasted it into their faces.
Adam covers his ears, refusing to listen. No, people don't.
You don't know what people want. None of you do. That's why you need me. Why do you think every attempt you made to write an ending was undone almost instantly? It didn't land. I gave them what they really wanted. I gave it to them good.
Adam is visibly enraged. Nobody wanted it. Nobody. People hate sci-fi. Luke convulses. A fresh intensity fills his twitching face. With a violent swoop of his leg, he trips Adam, who falls to the floor, splashing in the now knee-deep water. As he falls, Phil's glistening pectoris bulge under what remains of his now translucent shirt. The delts flex and the veins in his neck throb as he sexily breaks free of his handcuffs. It's like fucking Wolverine up in here. Phil easily picks Adam up off the floor, puts him in the now empty chair. He loosens the bonds of Burge and Iolo before breaking the handcuffs and freeing Luke, who is now looking more himself again.
Luke, are you okay?
So?
It's good to have you back, babes.
Burge doesn't look so bought into the unfolding love fest.
Yeah. He did help set this whole trap to kill us, though.
No, we come back. So let's all be thought to be friends again. Like we used to be. I was looking for ways to bring us back together, but she...
Adam squirms, but Phil places him in a choke to keep him firmly in place.
Adam changed it. Said it was enough that we forgive and forget. She couldn't move on. And she really hated that game show.
Yeah, but what did that have to do with us? It's kind of like me and Virgin here. I'm not sure we need to...
He said you two were just snivelling yes men, always sucking up to the boss.
Nothing wrong with playing the game, boys. Nothing wrong at all.
Not sure that's entirely fair.
And you always made him end the script sagas once it become too complicated, but then straight away ignored what they did anyway. See,
Well, yeah, but...
And he said the debonair was just okay.
He what? Enraged, tenses the oak-like arm lecture on Adam's neck. Adam grasps for breath and turns a deep shade of red. The rest of the bird tries to calm Phil and pries pythons from around Adam, but it's too late. There's an audible crack. Adam falls from his grasp and slumps to the floor, face down in the rising water. Phil blinks a few times and seems to come round from his bulk out, confused.
Where's Edme?
It seems in your anger you killed him.
I couldn't have. It was alive. I felt it.
No!
Phil collapses to the ground next to Adam's corpse in a sexy, brooding anguish.
It was not black. It's not black.
Don't worry about it, Bubby Cakes. He tried to kill us all, and besides, we're the best ones anyway. Come on, we can get out of here now. Finally, we can get back to rebuilding the Empire, get the train back on the tracks.
What does Jimmy...
Gingy from Shrek.
Gingy, you're a monster!
He's right. Even for you, that was pretty grim. He's just died.
And let's save off some motion for the absolute bang-tidy script we're going to write as soon as we get out of here.
Iolo begins walking to the door.
I'm not sure we can let you go.
Iolo stops in the door.
What did you say?
It's too much, Ola. You've driven Luke mad. Adam's wound up dead. You're the end of us all. Phil? We can put an end to all of it, Birch. Live normal lives.
We can't kill him.
The argument is interrupted by Iolo grunting. The group turn to find him attempting to close the door to the cell, trapping them inside. The weight of the rising water stops him.
On second thoughts.
Burge and Phil leap at Iolo, who dodges. He takes off down the corridor, Burge and Phil closely in tow, wading through the water as best they can. Luke peeks in the cell doorway. MVP. Interior corridors moments later. Burge and Phil chase Iolo through various indistinguishable corridors. Fighting against the rising water. It's clearly exhausting, even for Phil.
You're going to rent this, boys. I own this town. You'll never work again.
Then I'll be in pretty much the same boat I'm in now, won't I?
Give it up, Iolo. You can't outrun these glutes.
Maybe not, but this water's not going anywhere. I'm pretty sure I can outswim you.
My only weakness.
Move round another corner and come across a waiting for that. With a barred window, there's a fire escape sign above.
Aha!
Iolo lunges to open the door when it swings open as he gets there, crashing into him and sending him backwards into the others. They stare at a distantly familiar figure comes into view.
Jenny!
Janet, amazing.
It's Iolo. You gotta stop him. Adam's dead. He tried to kill us all. Luke's mental. It's all mental.
Just a slight clarification, Janet. Adam did try to kill us, but Phil actually killed him. Luke is mental, though. I've just sort of been along for the ride, as bloody usual.
Birch cracks a smile, but Janet isn't buying. Where is Luke? Luke meekly comes around the corner.
Hiya, Janet. It's time to go home.
What the fuck am I doing? Is what they say true?
Yes, Adam took me. I didn't want it. And she did. Halliwell, Stephen cancer. I don't want to hurt anyone. Don't leave me to you, Janet.
I do. Step aside, Luke. Luke sheepishly wades to Janet's side.
You hog bitch! I made you, Janet! That golden bean you sit on is mine! Remember that, Janet. Remember that when...
In one motion, Janet pulls out a handgun and lands a single shot between Iolo's eyes. The noise is deafening in the corridors. Iolo falls straight backwards and floats past the others.
Holy shit. Fuck. I just meant grab him or something. Can't believe you shot him.
I can't believe you jumped that boat. Well, here we are, night of surprises.
Here we go. Never involved, but happy to crack sarcastic one.
I don't think you're...
Two more shots ring through the corridor. The bodies of Burge and Phil collapse into each other before flopping into the water. Luke looks horrified, blood spat across his face.
What have you done, Janet? What have you done? Friends.
You now have two choices, Luke. Your first choice is to come back to work for me at octupii-studii. You'll find it's a nurturing, creative space now. We encourage our people to try new things without fear or judgment. And I have to say, the work you've put into this little enterprise is most impressive. If we can channel this in a positive way, I think everyone will be most pleased. Your second choice? Janet motions to 3 corpses bobbing around in the water. Choose wisely, Luke.
I always liked you, Janet.
Janet smiles. An excellent choice. Shall we? She motions Luke to leave. It really is impressive in here, Luke. And you did all this yourself. Costumes, sets.
Sure did. Took me a while. Lots of YouTubing. I surprised myself. I even did the electrics.
The pair laugh and Janet reaches for the light switch as they leave. She flicks it. A shower of spark erupts instantly. The pair are frozen to the spot as the voltage surges through the flooded corridor and into their body. And they're falling rigidly into the water. The lights flicker for a moment before finally going out. The end.
Well done. That was really fun. That was excellent.
Thoroughly entertaining. You were so negative about it, dude. That was
really good. That was excellent. Really, really funny, mate.
You guys really brought it to life. It was fun. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Amazing.
Fair play to you.
It's such a nice set of fun as well.
100%.
Nice, neat ended.
I'm really... All day. That's perfect.
I had to kill him. But that was...
Yeah.
Well, that was literally for...
Probably.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's always, I'm sure there'll be friends, but that was my very first decision. Yeah, we're all going to die. It was just trying to find a way to go.
Phil will bring us back in the next season. It's fine.
I have 3 moves.
No, that was excellent, mate. I'm really glad because I was wondering to myself, will you do like the waking up from a dream or something so that you can go like your own route and like doing like your own thing and like writing your own pitch to a certain degree? But I'm really glad you did what you did because it was so much more fun to sort of like stay in that element. It was excellent. Very well done. Luke, drunk voice, absolutely spot on.
Luke, yeah, I think Luke's MVP.
Luke, all of his voices.
Yeah, absolutely. Just top notch. Top notch. Yeah.
I was just very conscious that you weren't in it that much like throughout, Luke, so I was kind of like, well, when he's in it, I'm going to make it fucking interesting.
I was so thoroughly pleased with my I love doing that.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really, really fun. I think of that. Luke comes in his element when he's like, I think like the similar vibe I got was when we set like a trap for Adam last time. You know, like an indiscernible, like escapable trap. I think Burge, when you set it up, you made Luke only able to say the word Luke, and he nailed that as well. Where he just went Luke, and that's the vibe it got. It was excellent. I really like love and more love as well. I thought that was hilarious.
So did I.
You know what really tickled me is you going like, do you want to tell us a bit about yourself? And Sarah, Luke going, no. Just hearing that. That was ace. That was so good. Just, no.
I tell you what, I really did love. I loved the muscle-filled descriptions. They were really good.
God, I know.
I too.
Picked on it. And as Burge, I think, pointed out, like, the really funny, like, we're playing, like, I Spy in the middle of dying. Something beginning with G, and you're like, you can't make the same thing again. It's just gas.
What was it?
Gas. Because their room was...
No, it's you.
Yeah. Because it's, like, the only thing that's so funny. Excellent.
Always gas.
Excellent work.
Went straight off my head over there. Sorry. Yeah.
It took me a while, I'm not even going to lie. Like, when Burge was laughing away, I was, like, figuring it out, and I was like, oh my god, the room's filling with gas. It's the only thing that's surrounding them. That's so funny. Quality. I do love the way, and I've said this a million times before, like, this is, like, the umpteenth time I've said this to you, Adam, but I do love your voice and your scene descriptors is, like, so, like, finely tuned and so, like, inherently you. It makes for such an like lovely viewing, like reading, because it's like any other scene descriptors is just like he goes here, but like you add this like little like sort of like dance to it. It's so good, and it's always been good. I think I said that after the first episode of But Suddenly. I think
audible aesthetic.
Yeah, 100%.
Balancedness to his voice. I really like it.
Yeah, even like the way that you like. Yeah. But like the sorry. No, it's like the way that you like described because obviously like it gets really sort of like tiring for like the non-talking mysterious other guy to just nod and do nothing, but the way you sort of like obviously he was still like just nodded or like all this like little added stuff is just really good. I really enjoyed it. Excellent work, mate.
But guy, previously established speaker made me giggle.
So that I need Luke to shut up and be like out of the picture, but then I was like, oh, there's only one speaker in the whole thing. I can't like. So
yeah. Excellent. Cool.
No, it's all you guys. You guys were amazing. Luke and Iolo, I think you had some pretty heavy lifting to do, and you.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun.
Iolo, that like soft draw scene was exactly like it. So
I really enjoyed that. And it helps. I mean, it's the right thing.
Because I had it firmly in my mind. I was like, it's gonna be like this, and then I was like, reading it, you're gonna sort of get what I mean.
Yeah. But me and you have got like, I feel like me and you have always had that sort of like comedic wavelength, even when we were writing like Spaceport, is that like, you would write something and I'd immediately know how that was meant to be read. It was like the, everything's like that, but that was great. And it's obviously like really well written.
Yeah, it was top. And I think ridiculous in that one, I was so impressed with so many lines that are wrote for Burge. I was like, Burge will kill that line. And he was so good at it. And I was just like, I can write for Burge so well.
Yeah. It is excellent.
It's like dry, acerbic wit.
Yeah. It's excellent. It's we reached a point where like I loved writing for you guys. Like particularly like the But Suddenly thing. I've said this before as well. Like writing for you two, Burge and Adam in particular. Like I knew I could just like write that thing and like that be read to the best of its ability, and it's such a nice feeling at this point. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
I'd love to go back to But Suddenly.
I wanted to pitch us writing that as a real thing. I genuinely wanted to pitch us writing that as a real thing because I think there's 100% a space for that exact idea, like a ludicrous comedy version of Quantum Leap. There's like begging to be done essentially. So yeah, I wouldn't mind like that being a group write at one point when we've all got time.
Sort of see it as like a like Horrible Histories kind of ghosts, like that kind of like quite sort of broad, like family friendly kind of humor, but quite like just very clever.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you place them like, and I wanted to plop the characters in like the real, like try and make it as historically accurate. Obviously, you can play with it a bit because like the timeline's messed up or whatever. Like try and make it as historically accurate as physically possible, and like just adding like gags in there and stuff. I think it'd be really funny. I think it'd be really good. But yes, so next time round. Next season on But Suddenly, Luke Williams takes the reins. writing in a
You
written.
ready?
And hilariously on the back of Adam's the whole sci-fi thing, it takes.
We could have guessed that.
What and why?
Treco was.
Was closer to Firefly.
Oh, okay, interesting. I'm in for that. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. And then on the subject of that, Luke, I'm aware that you're wanting to dip out fairly early today. Shall we quickly go to the spinner and spin to decide whatever's happening when Luke does his script?
Who is introducing?
Yeah, who is introducing? I'll shoot over to the spinner side of things.
Is this who's reading out the intro
Yeah, I'm confused by this spinner situation.
or who's writing it?
What
Or
do we
do you
want
just
to do?
spin it
One of
twice?
these? Yes. Okay, we spin it twice. You know I love spinner. I'll spin. Should we do? Yeah, writing. Yeah, I suppose Luke should be exempt. Yeah, god damn it. All right, fine. Right. Okay.
Get it.
Okay. So this person writes.
First one to write.
Yeah.
We can't.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to tell us.
Oh yeah. Sorry. It's very, very exciting.
Oh, it's not yellow.
It actually is Iolo. You couldn't be more wrong. I'm writing for. I wish you guys could see this. Maybe I should share the screen, but at this late point, I'm just going to spin it again. Okay, and you can watch it yourself if you want to eventually. I'm writing for. I'm almost certain this will be Philip Roberts. I'm writing for Philip. Excellent, excellent decision.
Robert sent to Robert.
But yeah, that was us, I think.
I have no connection to Roberts, to Adams.
I know, you're the outcast. Luke, you've always been the outcast. But that makes you cool.
This is why I killed you.
But that makes you cool. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all for us, I think. Unless anyone else has got something else to say.
No,
See you next season.
See you next season. Bye.
Bye.